everyone, it's Meg and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my winter TBR. I don't generally do TBR videos and I don't generally make TBRs in general. However, I'm just in the mood to do it and I thought I would share with you guys some books that I'm hoping to read this winter. I've got 5 books to share with you and they are basically books that are on my physical TBR that I currently own, as I'm trying to really whittle down my TBR as I'm pretty good at buying books and then reading them pretty much straight away. So I really want to try and read the majority of the physical books that I have over the winter period, and then obviously I can acquire some more books in the springtime. So like I said, I have 5 books to talk to you guys about today, so without further ado, let's get into the video. First up, we have Miss You by Kate Eberlin. I can't actually tell because the writing is so fancy and swirly that I can't even make out what it actually means. I picked this up from a little bookshelf that we have in the back of my work and I don't know much about it. It is one of those stories that is like Where Rainbows End, which is Love Rosie, and also like One Day in December. It's one that lasts over a couple of years. I think this one lasts over 18 years or something along those lines, about 2 protagonists, and it is a romance, and obviously the paths intertwine at some point and then everything changes from there, and that's legit all I know about this book. I know that these people who are in this book meet when they're 18, or the book starts when they're 18, and obviously it goes off from there, and that is literally all I know about this book. I don't know any more. I was just in the mood because I'm in a massive like cute contemporary romancy sort of book mood at the moment, so hopefully this will be one that I'm going to pick up fairly soon and hopefully I will enjoy it because I love One Day in December. I did enjoy Where Rainbows End. I feel like I might prefer the film a little bit more though, but yes, we'll just see what happens, to be honest with you. I have no expectations, but hopefully I am going to enjoy it. Next up, I have another adult contemporary, and that is The Cozy Tea Shop in the Castle by Caroline Roberts. I bought this book when I went out shopping yesterday from when I am filming this, and I saw it, it captures my attention, and I picked it up. Mainly for the factor that it is set in a cafe, or it is about a cafe. I don't know much apart from the factor that our main character Ellie lands her dream job at running this cafe in a castle, and I feel like there are a lot of people who don't want her to do it, but she wins people over, and it just seems like a really cute story about following your dreams, as it seems to say in some form on the back of this book. And I feel like it's a book that I could also relate to somewhat, as I also work in a cafe, and just the factor of that was really tempting, and there's even some recipes in the back of this which I love, and I think there's a chocolate cake recipe, so obviously we're going to have to try that at some point, but it just seems like a really cute, fun, hopefully inspiring and relatable read, and I'm looking forward to giving it a go, as I've been dipping more into adults contemporary over the past year, so hopefully this will be another book that I can add to my favourites collection. Next up, we have Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. This is a book I've always been curious about reading because I've seen the film. Obviously the film and just the book in general, and Elizabeth in general, is an absolute phenomenon. So I want to see what all the fuss is about, and I also want to read more non-fiction this year, so this seems like a good enough place to start. And obviously this is like a travel-esque self-discovery novel. I don't know if it's like a novel or a memoir, because I feel like it is somewhat based on Elizabeth's own experience during her 30s. Like, please correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like it is somewhat based on truth. I don't think it's like an exact autobiography, but I'm really interested to see what I think of it. I'm not going to go in with too high expectations because this book has changed so many people's lives, but I don't want to go in thinking it's going to change my life and then it does nothing. So we're just going to go in with open arms and see what I think of it, as I have read Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert and I did really enjoy that, so hopefully I will enjoy this book as well. Next up, we have another book that I picked up yesterday, and that is All the Things We Never Said by Yasmin Rahman. This is a book that has been on my radar since it came out last year, and I've been curious because I've not heard much about it, but it's from a UK debut author, I think, and it's a mental health novel. It deals with anxiety and depression, and I feel like it's a dual perspective, or there's maybe there's three perspectives in this book, and I know that it deals with these characters finding each other online on this website and making a suicide pact, and it's something that I've never personally read about before, and like I probably have said in previous videos, I want to start reading more books about mental health this year. Like, I love reading them anyway, but I really want to prioritise reading mental health books this year, as it is a topic that's so near and dear to my heart, and also I want to make more videos about mental health books as well. So hopefully I'm going to enjoy this. I feel like there's a little bit of a thriller aspect in this, like towards the end, that I'm not too sure about, just from the fact of what this little review says on the front. But I'm all about trying to get out of my comfort zone this year, so hopefully I will enjoy this, and I'm sure you will hear about my thoughts on it in a future video. And the last book on this list is Dangerous Alliance by Jennieke Cohen. Probably butchered that name really badly. I received this book in the Book Box Club December box, and it seems like a really cool concept. It is an ostentatious romance, and I don't know much about it because I feel like it's one of those blurbs where it tells you a lot of information but it doesn't always make sense. And I think from what I gather about this book, there is either a murder mystery or somebody goes missing, and our main protagonist is a huge Jane Austen fan, so she tries to use aspects from the books and knowledge that she has learnt from the books to solve this mystery. Like, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's what it's about, and I feel like this is a book that is up my street but sort of out of my comfort zone at the same time. So hopefully I will really enjoy it, especially since it's a book that I've never heard of before, and y'all should know how much I love Jane Austen, so hopefully this is a book that I'm going to really enjoy, and I think it's a debut as well, don't get me wrong, but hopefully I'm going to really enjoy it and add it to my Jane Austen-esque retellings collection. So there you have it, guys. Those are the books that I'm hoping to read this winter that I own physically. I'm really looking forward to reading a lot of them. I don't know how I'm going to feel about some of them, but hopefully I'm going to be surprised by quite a few of them, and also just whittle my TBR down, because I want to try and keep my TBR, like my physical TBR, down as low as possible throughout the majority or the entirety of 2020. So hopefully I can accomplish that and find some new favourites amongst these books. If you like this video, then please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more bookish videos from me, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and little bell icon so you'll be noted every time I post a new video. As always, I will leave the links to my social media along with the links to my Goodreads in the description down below for you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!